Trends. Number 1. Reduced emission footprint. The lower GHG emission factor of 0.56 kg CO2 electricity utilized compared to 2.7 kg gasoline for combustion vehicles accounts for the reduction in GHG emissions. Adopting modernized public transportation does not ensure zero net emissions. Still, it does assure a large decrease in emissions, which may be further lowered if the power used by EPUV is generated from renewable energy resources. Number 2. More comfortable and safer rides for passengers. The highlight of this modernization effort is a safer and more comfortable transportation system. The government's new vehicles claims to be more spacious and to have plenty of capabilities that promote safety and security. New jeepneys will have doors on the side of the vehicle rather than the back and a longer frame. Some units are air-conditioned to provide a more pleasant ride. Number 3. Higher daily earnings and income for transport drivers and operators. When compared to CPUVs, EPUVs have a greater take-home income, higher earnings from an increased seating capacity of EPUVs, more energy efficient EVs, and cost savings from utilizing electricity are the primary reasons for these outcomes.
For weaknesses, high investment costs for EPUV. Stakeholders are hesitant to adopt EPUVs due to the high investment expenses, which might cost them millions in creating this type of vehicle. Additionally, the quick uptake of EVs would change the traditional automotive sales chain, having an impact on dealership, revenue streams from maintenance, and the structures for fueling and charging. Second, rapid growth in economic activities and urbanization. With the rapid urbanization and increase in economic activity, PUVs and private cars both drastically increase in numbers, which cause cities' pollution levels to deteriorate and persistent heavy traffic. And lastly, lack of technical and policy support. Due to the high investment costs that may be caused by the EPUVs, technical expenses and policy support for EPUV transportation will be more difficult to provide.
Opportunities. First, you may be able to work while using public transport. Another upside of public transport is that you can work while you are commuting to your workplace or to university. Second, fuel efficiency. Public transportation is better in terms of fuel efficiency. The average miles per gallon multiplied by the number of private cars on the road versus transit buses or trains shows less fuel is consumed when using public transportation. Last, no maintenance required from your side. Instead of your car is that you are not responsible for the maintenance at all. You can just use public transport whenever you need it without having to worry about repairs or other issues.
Infrastructure for as well as travel on roads are susceptible to weather variations and seasons. For instance, roads become unsafe to use when it rains or when there are floods. In rural locations with lower population densities, fixed transit route usage frequently declines, and the tax base used to pay for system upkeep and repairs is typically smaller. Public transportation is still seen as having a high risk due to the great transmissibility of COVID-19 and the vast of asymptomatic individuals. High levels of worry about public transportation are therefore understandable, especially in individuals deemed susceptible.